When any of these departments, Opelika, North Miami, and later on when you get to Miami-Dade, I understand that there was quite a bit of corruption, at least, cocaine cowboy days and everything else. Did you ever run across any of that?
We did. I mean, I ran across, I won't name any names, but, there was a guy I know that planted cocaine on somebody and bragged about it. And, he eventually got caught. But as far as personally, like working with people that were outwardly corrupt that I was on the scene to witness, no. But we worked the Miami River cops, that was a big scandal that, ended up in 3 murder cases.
Can you talk a little bit about that for the audience?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't the lead on it, nor was I even on the squad that was the lead. I came in a little bit afterwards, but all of us did some work on it at some point or another. And that was a situation where several cops with the city of Miami, separate police department, were doing drug ripoffs. And they were pumping CIs for information about where cocaine was on the river and a lot of the boats that were, holding cocaine on the river. And they were going and ripping off the cocaine. And if there were people on the boats, they were shoving them in the water or, doing whatever to them. And these 3 guys end up drowning after being forced in the water at gunpoint. And that's how our department got the case. Three bodies floating in the Miami River. They had no idea, what it was about till one of the survivors from that whole episode came forward and said, "Hey, here's what happened. These were city of Miami cops." Well, at that time, nobody believed him right away because one of the things that was happening with the dopers was they were going to these security shops and buying badges and doing home invasions and saying, "Policia," and going in and ripping people off. So they thought, the investigators at first thought it was that. But as it turned out, this was probably the biggest scandal the city of Miami has ever had, was those guys.
And were those the guys, I was listening to another interview with you, were those the guys, and I don't know how this information got back, but they said, what happens if the cops roll up? They were going to basically shoot you guys.
That's one of the many, many things that came out in the investigation was, one of the guys that was debriefed said, there was one of the guys said, "Shoot, if the county shows up, shoot," which is just incredible to me.